everyone, welcome back. Today I thought I would paint an abstract watercolor piece, and I'm using the Hahnemühle 9x12 cold press watercolor paper. It's my favorite, and after working on other papers for a while, I want to go back to my favorite for a bit. Sometimes when you paint on something that you're not used to and it's maybe not your favorite, it's okay, but like the longer you paint, the worse you feel like your painting's getting. Sometimes it's fun just to go back to maybe a favorite. And I kind of felt like that with the Cotty papers. I felt like, oh, painting's getting worse and worse and worse. And so I'm pulling out my Daniel Smith colors here. And these are the ones that I put into my little artist toolkit palettes that can sit on my desk, and then we will pull them out more because I just never pull them out in the tubes from the drawers. So I think I might have closed this one up when it was wet, but you can see on the bottom of these little palettes, I just kind of squeezed the stuff in and I wrote the name on the bottom of these, which makes it so much easier to figure out later what I used everything of. And it helps me also, if I get them out of here, putting them back in order. And so I have on this side what the colors are, and on this side I have the samples that I've painted. And I'm kind of feeling like I've got the reds and oranges in one, and the blues and greens and neutralies down here. And then I also have one of metallics, which I don't think I'm going to use the metallics, but I do have the metallics in a separate one. And I think I might even, just kind of thinking as I'm going, I might even turn this aqua bronze into a watercolor in the pan so that I don't always have to pull the powder out, by mixing that with like some watercolor binder and pouring it in and just seeing how that's going to work out. I saw another artist say that that's how they use that aqua bronze, and I thought, oh, what a great idea. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to use the metallics in this piece. I love how slim and trim these are, and then I can set it right back on my shelf. But I do think I'm going to go with some of these colors. We could pull a color palette if we're kind of thinking that, you know, what color do we want to use? And I do get stuck with too many choices sometimes. And then I'm thinking, well, what am I thinking? Look at that one. Let's do that one. And see right there, as easy as that, we have now solved our what color issue. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to pull out my favorite brushes here, maybe this round number 8, and then we can just kind of match them up here. And there's some good choices. Good choices. I'm glad I opened both of them up, because now I can definitely see in my little samples that I painted here, I can definitely see some exact matches. So this one, these two match really good. So what are those two? Those two are quinacridone deep gold and Italian deep ochre. All right, so I'm filling those two, which is these two right here. And then over here, now you know I'm going to forget which ones we were thinking, but over here, kind of filling like right down here, this one right here. So what is that? Of course, I turn it the opposite way of whatever I'm thinking there. So that is third one down from the top. That's yellow ochre, Daniel Smith yellow ochre. And then this one was right up in there. So that one is third one from the bottom, which is naphthalide maroon. And then we've got even darker, so this even darker could be that one right there. What's that second one? Raw umber violet. And then we could go extra dark with mark making. Maybe I could double layer. That's really dark. That could be my mark making. So if I definitely stick into these 5 and mark make with something really dark, I think we'll be right in our color palette. All right, so that is the ones I'm trying to use. So if you ask me later, what are these colors? I'm going to say, I don't know. I'm going to get right in here, still kind of looking at this and thinking, paper's dry, and I'm kind of thinking that I'm just going to do some odd shapes next to each other and then fill in with mark making, because that's kind of the mood I'm in today. That's what I want to do. I want to play. I think I had that sitting right on top of my paper. Of course I did. I'm gonna get out maybe a little eraser and just see if I can lift that little mark I did. Make sure there's no color on this. And I can mark make on top of that, it doesn't matter, but I'm the worst about setting these right on top of where I need to be. And I'm just kind of keep coming back in and dropping some color because I want there to be some variety in what I've got going on here. And it's not about speed and doing this fast. It's about just creating something interesting and letting the colors pile into each other there. Let's see. So I've got this yummy orange that we found over here. So we liked these two right here. Let's just go ahead and get some of those in. I could have activated them, but that's okay. That kind of looks like that color, doesn't it? That wasn't a very big difference. Let's drop in some of the one that's next to it that we liked and give us some difference there. Oh yeah, I like that. And we could do some mixing. If I want to pull down a palette and mix, I can mix, or I can mix on the top of those. Either way. Just in here, just playing. I also liked this one here. Keep getting the water on the ferrule. And I don't necessarily want there to be a ton of buildup of water on the ferrule, then I drop it into my piece. Terrible about that. That paper was a 9 by 12, so I have just cut this piece of paper. I cut 3 inches off of the edge so that it's a 9 by 9, and then I took my 1-inch painter's tape and decided that I wanted to tape it in 2 inches so that when we're all done and I peel the tape, I'm in the center of the square. That was just my own preference and why I did that. Just in case you were kind of thinking, why did you do this? Because I wanted to. Okay, I've just kind of mixed these two just to give us a variation of color. Now I wanted, where was this? Let's see, I'm thinking this color right here. Oh, let's do this one. So yeah, look at that. Oh, that's a good one. Let's see, that one's the 4th one over. 1, 2, that's the quinacridone coral. Nope, wait, 4th one over from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, that's genuine. That's Garnet Genuine. Haha. Garnet Genuine for the win. Mix that Garnet Genuine. Just gonna grab one of my ceramic palettes because that's what I like to work on, but I kind of want to grab that garnet one and mix that in with whatever this orangey one was and get like a blend of those colors. Okay, I think I'm going to do that right there. Kind of digging it. We're going to let this dry and then I'm going to mark make on top of it. And I have kind of decided if I use these little palettes like this that I should leave them sitting out open instead of just closing them right up and putting on my shelf just in case of mold. I haven't had any mold form on any of these yet, but I can see that if I, going into summer, it gets hotter, it's very humid where I live, closing those up wet, I can see maybe spurring some mold growth. So if I use these, I'm going to leave them sitting open until they dry and then I can set them back on my shelf. I just thought I'd kind of mention that because, just in case. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is let these dry and then we will come back and do some mark making. So I'll be right back. All right, so this is now dry and I thought that we could do some mark making with some gold. And I'm just seeing which black pen I want to mark make with. It looks like that one's drier. I've got the gold. I definitely want to mark make with some gold, so I might do a little bit of that mark making now. I kind of want to do, I like circles, but this is squares. So what if we do some square details or accents, like right alongside of a square that's already here? And I'm using the Kuretake Zig pen to kind of do this, and the goal is not perfect lines for me. The goal is like layered lines, kind of like more like things that are a little bit not perfect, because I just want it to be interesting, not perfect. And I'm throwing some little pearls on my lines because I still like the little pearls. I could do a few dots in the gold. I'd like that. And it's just about now filling in with marks what looks interesting, what you're kind of feeling. What are some of your favorite marks that you've saved in some of your mark making things? It's kind of what I'm thinking. Feeling this is a great moment to kind of do some Klimt-ish marks or lines or inspirations, so I could pull out some ideas from that. Like there's lots of layers and patterns in his work, so I could definitely pull inspiration from that. And this is my Kuretake Zig gold marker that I'm using, which is the same gold that we find in our gold ink that I'm always loving. This just makes it easier when it's in this little marker, since We got these from the Sketchbox. And I'm like, oh, Sketchbox for the win again, introducing me to another favorite art tool. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, if I come in close, look at that. Pretty. It's just about kind of, where does your inspiration lead you today? That's kind of what I'm feeling. And this is where it led me. All right, I'm loving that. Loving that. I'm kind of thinking black pen. Ooh, or maybe this burgundy pen. Let's see. Some of these I've used up, and some of these I may have to reactivate. So let's see. So maybe this burgundy one we can do. Ooh, let's do some squiggles. So that's super fun. This is that dark burgundy, so it's almost coming out this darkest color for me. So I kind of don't feel like I need black. I feel like that looks dark enough to be like a black when you get it real tight in there. Okay, I like that. What if we do like some open little squares? Oh yeah, like right in here. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Could also, let's see what other colors I got in here. These are the acrylic craft markers, and I've got plenty of colors. I don't pull them out as much as my Posca pens, but I do like that there are all these choices and colors in here. Let's see. What about this yellow? Ooh, yeah. Okay, this is a Posca. It's a big fat ochre. Good choice. Look at that on that red. I'm gonna come off of that some, but I do like that contrast on that one. Oh yeah, I love that. What else do we have up here that we can get dramatic with? All right, I found the big black one that I was looking for. This one's pretty big. This one, I don't know, it's all in Chinese. I'm not sure the size. 1.8 to 2.5 millimeter maybe. Will that focus? It's a great big one. And I'm kind of thinking maybe I want some big black dots to pull some attention this way, perhaps. I mean, maybe even bigger than that would have been good. I think too I want some graphite in here, just some lines, and I'd like them to be all the same size if I could find my mechanical pencil. Okay, got my mechanical pencil, so I'm kind of feeling like maybe some lines and hash marks. Had to switch pencils. That pencil, I couldn't get the next lead to feed into it. So I just grabbed another little mechanical pencil here. Alright, that's pretty cool. And again, these are just that Archer and Olive acrylograph pen, just to make some marks in this kind of burgundy color. Crimson is what that's called. Whew, look at that. I like that. I like it. I'm almost wanting a few up here, or maybe a little more gold. Ooh, let's get that gold. Where'd I put that gold at? It's up here, I think. Like maybe a little more. Ooh, what about, yes, circles in my square. All right, are we there? Do we need a little something else? Oh, so much goodness going on here. I am kind of loving it. I'm almost wondering if like a big shape on top would be fun, but I'm not sure I'm feeling it. I'm kind of feeling it at the same time. Eek, do I want to mess it up? I know you feel me. I know you feel me. But you know what? I could do some stenciling on top, and I could, ooh, I could do like toilet paper roll, something on top. That might be where I want to go. Is that where I want to go? Thinking, because I could do that with, say, the ink. All right, before we put this on our main paper, okay, I'm kind of liking that. It's not perfect, but it's kind of fun. All right, now I'm scared. There we go. Okay, I'm liking that. What do we always say? Be brave. One moment of braveness, that's all we need. All right, so I'm feeling that. All right, I think I'm there. I think I'm there. I could do some white, something on top if I wanted some, to bring some white back in, but I do have a lot of white there, so I feel like I'm there. Let's peel the tape and see if we're there. We can always continue adding to our piece, but I feel like for today, I'm loving all the yummy marks and shapes, and look how we stayed so beautifully within our color palette. I could definitely see something like this being a 100-day project, and just see how many yummy abstract shapes that you can form into a confined little space, and then how many yummy marks and what your colors could be. I mean, I can see so many good things out of a project like this. I like giving you guys ideas just in case, because I did a 365-day project in 2011 that completely helped me change the direction of my life into a creative online business. And so I'm a big believer in projects for upping your skill, getting different directions. Look at that piece of paint up there where I did not want it. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get out my, I must have left a gap there and then wasn't very careful, was I? Let's get out our rip ruler, which is kind of dirty. I need to clean the rip ruler. I don't want this stuff to get on our piece. So I think what I'm going to do is also protect my piece, because I'm actually, now that we peeled the tape, loving this so much. So I think I'm going to protect the majority of the piece there. And I'm going to come along the edge here on the correct side of the ruler. How about that? Pressing down very hard. And I'm going to give us a deckled edge. I definitely love doing these More of these need to be in our near future because this made me feel good after kind of getting discouraged a little bit on my cotty paper ones. I don't know, I was just painting, I was moving further and further into different looks for me, and I love doing that, and then I feel like sometimes they get a little worse and a little worse. I don't know if you have that same problem. Okay, right there. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful this one is today. Oh, this is the best paint day. I love it. I love it. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, and then we can decide which way we like it best. Oh, I think I like it the way I painted it, but loving this. I have too much over here of leftover paper from my tear. So if I need to come back and tear some more, I tear down so that, yes, look at how gorgeous this piece is today. But if you have a spot that's weird, tear down, not up, because if you tear up, it's going to end up kind of weird. Hope you guys enjoyed painting with me today. Look at our beautiful color palette that we started out being inspired by. Super fun and relaxing. Just playing with marks and color and kind of just abstractness to see what fun thing you can come up with. So great paint day. Great paint day. All right, I'll see you guys next time.